Hi everybody, Chris Beeling here for LAN World. We wanted to do a quick video on the HERA Arms side folding unit installation. We're getting a lot of calls from customers saying they're struggling with how to install the side folding unit, so we figured we'd make a little video. So as always, if you guys want videos, email us and we will do what we can. So anyway, this is what it comes with when you buy the side folding unit. So obviously it comes in the box, you have the unit, instructions, kind of a little flyer thing from Germany, and then in this baggie is an itty bitty little set screw. And we're going to talk a little bit about how this all goes on in installation, and hopefully it helps, and when you're done with this you say, wow, great, okay, cool. So anyway, here we go. Okay, so we're going to kind of break this down. So here's the side folding unit basically by itself out of the box, and if you notice, if you tilt it up here, you can see inside here is two set screws, and that holds this steel piece on. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to remove that. And a lot of people, what they do is they just immediately grab this thing out and start threading it on, but that's not correct. So we're going to remove these screws, and then you're going to end up with this threaded steel core. And then you're going to have the side folding unit with the screws. I'm just going to set it there for a second. So you're going to end up with this, with basically a steel plug that's threaded. And we're going to talk about this piece in a second and how it works. But when you get your side folding unit, you're going to want to separate those pieces like that. And then we're going to bring a couple other players on board here in a second. Okay, so here we have a couple other items. Obviously we have the side folding unit, we have the little threaded steel part. We have our latch plate, lock plate, which is just a regular AR-15 style lock plate. If you don't already have these, we sell the side folding units with a latch plate, kind of a combo, or by itself, or if you have one laying around. And then we brought in our old friend here, the HERA Arms Triari stock, which we're going to use just to kind of show you. Now keep in mind the side folding unit can work on AK-47s. We have a lot of guys with shotguns, those new Remington 700 chassis that are really popular right now. Use these. We're getting a lot of people with the CZ Scorp that are SBRing their CZ Scorps, and they're putting this on there, and it looks really cool. And there's some reviews coming out online with different blog sites with that. But anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to take our steel core and we're going to thread it into the back of the Triari, or whatever else you're going to be using. But this is going to simply just thread right in all the way until it's actually flush with this Triari here. And you can stop it anywhere you want, but we're going to just screw it in until it's flush with the Triari there, and we'll go to the next step here in 1 second. Okay, so what we did here was we threaded the steel plug flush with the back of the Triari, and then we're going to take our friend, the latch plate here, and if you notice, it just goes, it just kind of holds on. I mean, obviously there's nothing holding it on other than just gravity at this point, but I'm going to hold it with my thumb. Hopefully you can see that. And then basically now what you're going to do is, you can see that there's a little, I'm going to knock these screws out here. You can see that there's a little indent here on the bottom of the side folding unit. That is basically going to just line right up with where you put that side plate. Hopefully you can see that. It's locked in now, and then we're going to put our screws in there and tighten the side folding unit, the latch plate, against the steel core there. And we're going to do that here in 1 second. Okay, so what we did was we basically threaded the steel core into the back of the Triari. We kind of sandwiched in the latch plate between it, and then we put our side folding unit on it, and we tighten the little screws. Let's see if you can see them. We tighten those screws. So it's indexed. It's not moving at all, and you're ready to go. So that's how you install the actual side folding unit to the back of your Triari or whatever else you have. So instead of keeping the steel nut and spinning the whole thing on and hoping that it kind of indexes where you want it to be, this is really the easiest way to do it, and it's indexed. So there's that. Now we're going to talk about the next step. Okay, the next step is putting on your stock receiver extension tube. So if you're going to put a pistol tube on, then you don't really have to do anything other than just kind of thread it on. But the little tiny set screw actually goes into the bottom of the side folding unit in this little hole right here. And what that is going to do is, say for example, here's a regular M4 mil-spec tube with a castle nut, and if you notice, obviously there's a little flat on the bottom of that tube. So we're just going to thread that onto the back of the Triari to wherever you want to have it. Then then obviously you have your castle nut that you can lock down. But then when you really want to index it perfectly, then you would put your little set screw in there and you would tighten it down, and it would prevent the stock tube from rotating. Hopefully that makes sense. But that way you can use a receiver extension that's indexed and won't rotate in the side folding unit. Great, and there you have it, the HERA arm side folding unit. You can see here it is actually deployed or stowed, if you want to call it, and it just comes over. Some people ask, it is a positive lock in the open position, and there's a ball detent in the closed, so it's it indexes when it's closed. Anyway, I hope this video helped. As always, please give us a call if you have any questions. We're at 801-878-4880. My name is Chris. You can always ask for me, or anyone here is able to help. The website is www.landworldinc.com. You can visit us on Facebook, watch our YouTube videos. If you have any products that you would like videos on, please let us know. But again, we appreciate you watching, and hopefully this helped. Thanks again.